You've probably heard the word carcinogen pop up in news stories and wondered what that means for your everyday life. A carcinogen is any substance, radionuclide, or radiation that promotes carcinogenesis, the formation of cancer. It may be a substance in the air, a product you use, or even chemicals in the food and drinks you consume. However, just because you had contact with a carcinogen does not mean that you'll get cancer. Some may only be carcinogenic if a person is exposed in a certain way. For example, swallowing it as opposed to touching it. Some may only cause cancer in people who have a certain genetic makeup. Some of these agents may lead to cancer after only a very small exposure, while others might require intense exposure over many years. Sunlight is a major source of ultraviolet rays, which are a known cause of skin cancer, but it's not practical or advisable to completely avoid the sun. As carcinogens are constantly around us, how was the first carcinogen was even detected? Despite all the timchi-cherriness of Dick Van Dyke in the film Mary Poppins, it turns out that chimney sweeps were not as lucky can be. In late 1700s, an English surgeon known as Percival Pott provided one of the earliest evidences that carcinogens in the environment can promote cancer. He reported that cancer of the scrotum occurred in chimney sweeps in London, but rarely if ever in anyone else. Pott proposed that the causative agent was chimney soot that remained lodged in the furrowed folds of scrotal skin. In the late 19th century, there were several popular theories about the origin of cancer. Some proposed that cancers arose from remnants of embryonic tissue that are left behind during development and retain the capacity to proliferate, while others hypothesized that worms might be the direct cause of some cancers due to the finding of parasitic worms in some human tumors. Meanwhile, in Japan, pathologist Katsusaburo Yamagiwa, who is a firm believer in Rudolf Virchow's hypothesis that irritation was the major cause of cancer, and alongside his assistant Koichi Ichikawa, were busy applying coal tar extracts to the ears of rabbits in an attempt to induce cancer. Many others had tried and failed to induce cancer in various animal species over the previous 50 years. However, Yamagiwa and Ichikawa were incredibly persistent in painting the inner ears of rabbits with coal tar every single day over the course of 4 long years. They eventually produced 16 carcinomas in 10 of these rabbits. Their findings were published in Japan in 1915 and then in the United States in 1918. Yamagiwa and Ichikawa had shown that coal tar could directly cause cancer at the site of repeated application. On the right-hand side is Yamagiwa's haiku that reads, "Cancer was produced. Proudly, I walk a few steps." Subscribe to our social media platforms to know more about cancer. Thank you!